One of my favorite days of the week because I get to sit with trailblazing women who are doing amazing things and I get inspired, and I know as you listen, you get inspired as well. This is a true living legend and an icon. Imagine starting with one funeral parlour in Hammersdale and then 16 years later, building a group of 13 companies, over 200 branches, almost 3,000 employees, and more than 500,000 policy holders. This is remarkable. And to add to these accolades, this woman has got recognition awards of note from Commonwealth Business Excellence Awards that were out in Singapore 2025. It went for Best Organization for Corporate Social Investment. She also is the first female president of the South African Funeral Practitioners Association. She is an African Business Conference 2024 Woman of the Year recipient as well. She's a Standard Bank KZN Top Brand of 2022 and so much more. An honorary doctorate from the University of Technology, the Mangosuthu University of Technology, and the list goes on. I'm talking about the queen that is Dr Nomfundo Mcoyi-Zondo. How are you, ma'am?
Morning, Carol. Morning to the listeners at home. I'm so happy to be here.
Listen, I'm happy to have you back. You were here 2 years ago.
Yes.
And in 2 years, so much has changed. When you were here the last time, I just called you Mam Nomfundo. Exactly. Now I have to say Dr. Nomfundo Mcoyi-Zondo. How has that been?
The things are changing.
Yeah. And how has it been, the honorary recognition for your work and your contribution?
Yeah, it's humbling, and it's a beautiful thing to see that people realize the work that you do, all the efforts that you do towards changing communities and adding value to different communities as well.
No, that is so beautiful. Now, I mean, for many people, I remember the first time you were here, you told us how you were a teacher, and then you branched off into the funeral industry, and you started with one branch. And I looked the other day, and there were 600 opportunities for work, for employment that were advertised.
We've been very aggressive recently. Our call centers, all our different branches, we just making sure we have enough staff.
Wow, that is amazing. I mean, in an economy such as now, our difficult, struggling economy, to hear that a space like Icebolethu Group is hiring 600 people across the country.
And not just any jobs with proper benefits as well. We offer proper benefits for our people, pension fund, no matter what level you're in, what category, and we make sure we give free lunch every day to our staff. Wow. Definitely when you work at Icebolethu, we feed you. We make sure that you are productive.
This is amazing. Yeah. I mean, free lunch, I'm just like, yo, hire me now.
Yes, no. The economy is not good. Yeah. And honestly, even if we are paying what we need to be paying, but it's still not enough. Yeah. Everything is going up, the diesel, the petrol, everything. You know what is happening in the world. We need to reach out for our staff and make sure we do the right thing for them. We assist where we can.
When you look back at 16 years ago, when you had this vision of this brand, Icebolethu, and where you are today, would you ever have thunk it? I know you are very rooted in your religion and you think give everything to God, but even in how much faith you have in Him, did you ever see you being this and what you've done for people?
I don't want to lie, Carol. When I started, I know I've never done anything small. Everything I do is always, big, or it ends up being big. But this time I was just starting a funeral parlour. When I knocked on this single door, God opened, a bigger door, a trailer door, and it was amazing to see how we've grown from that one branch to where we are today. And honestly, I don't want to lie, I didn't see it this way, but I'm grateful that God has grown it to be the brand that it is today, and we can assist so many families just with giving dignified funerals, and also with employing the number of staff that we employ, and everything that we do through our foundation and many other programs. It is really, really humbling, and I'm really grateful to God for everything.
That's beautiful. I mean, the funeral industry is traditionally male-dominated to a point that you are the first, since its existence, you are the first female president of the SAFPA, which is the South African Funeral Parlour. Yes, SAFPA. How we say it, SAFPA. Yes. The South African Funeral Parlour Association. You're the first female to do this.
It is humbling. It is humbling. I saw transformation in our industry, because when I came in 2009, there were very few females. Females that were there were females that have inherited the business. I was the first to have started the business from scratch. So it is humbling to see how men allowed me to lead them in an industry that has been been dominated by them. We had men's day in Free State the other day. Men stood up and said, "Thank you for your leadership, President." It was so humbling, and I was so proud that even those men can trust me to lead them, with their businesses, because they rely on me for anything that for their business growth as well.
Wow. We are sitting with the powerhouse that is Dr Nomfundo Mcoyi-Zondo. She is just doing so many things in amazing spaces. She's the first female president ever for the South African Funeral Practitioners Association. She's also the Woman of the Year for the African Business Conference 2024. Commonwealth Business Excellence Awards were picked up in Singapore in 2025 for the best organization for corporate social investment, CSI, for Icebolethu Group. And the beauty of the story, it began right here in KZN in Hammersdale, right? Oh, my goodness. The story is so beautiful. And I want to get into so many aspects of who you are today. But a lot of people, when they think of starting a business, they get so scared, they get so nervous. You were a teacher. You started with one funeral parlor. You've gone on now to employ over 3,000 people, 200 branches, and growing. What do you say to someone who's like, I want to start this business, but I'm scared. I don't have the funding. Excuses.
They must not wait for the perfect time. They must never wait for the perfect time. All entrepreneurs, if you can ask them today, they will tell you they started from nothing. Even myself, I didn't even have a loan when I started. But I had to start because I had no choice. I needed to. I had 5 children, 2 sisters and 3 of my children. I had to make sure that I put them to school. Life was forcing me to work. And I had to make sure that I make it work from nothing.
From nothing. Now, one thing about Icebolethu Group, which we've learned, is that you firstly, I mentioned, and I highlight this again, just the other day, 600 job opportunities that opened within the group, and you are hiring across the country. And you just told us now that these are not jobs, they have benefits. And when you work at Icebolethu Group, lunch is standard. It's part of what you need, what you get to get your job done, right? You get a delicious lunch. Now, something new you've brought into the family is the dignity and care. Talk to us about that.
Yes, that's very important. Maybe before I get there, I forgot to mention that I know people like funding. Funding is good.
Yeah.
And they can... Funding must be a cherry on top. It mustn't be the reason for you to start a business. It must add on what you need to do in your business, add on what you have prepared to start a business. And people always wait, I need funding, I need a loan. You can't just choke your business from the beginning with a loan. You need to make sure a loan is good, but let the business run so that it affords paying that loan, because you'll have sleepless nights trying to pay for the loan and the business is not doing well. And they need to research for the business. Research, make sure you're in the right business. Whatever product you're coming with, it's something that is needed, that has a demand. And the list is endless, but people must not depend on funding.
Yeah.
Funding is good, but sometimes it can be spoiling you. We've seen people getting funding and just buy cars and spend it on other things, not on the business.
On the actual
and
business.
Then coming back to dignity and care, it is our products. Our products, we have added more values for more things that are adding value for our clients. And now you're going to see, Carol, we are very innovative at Icebolethu. Always a step ahead on anything. We saw the shortage of water in the country. Now we've introduced even the water tanks. When we bring in, when we have a funeral, we bring in a water tank so that the family can sort out all the water crisis, water shortages as well. And there are more things that we've added. We've added on the cash that they receive, on the benefits that they receive. But if they go into our website, they're going to see the entire package of what the dignity and care plan has. It's more like it's combos that have got everything. It's got everything, a tombstone, the funeral, everything is included. The grave, we don't want them to have different products, but we want them to have a one-stop shop in those products.
You got the business fair in September, which you're very, very excited about, to help with businesses and foundations. Talk to us about the business fair.
As an entrepreneur, my duty is to make sure that I raise other entrepreneurs. I don't just be the only entrepreneur that's doing so well. Even in the industry that I'm in, the funeral industry, I make sure that I raise other Nomfundos. I just don't rise alone. I rise with others. Yeah. It's very important. So as part of our foundation, I said this year we did it last year. Let's do it again and do a business fair where we mentor, where we allow, where we have business people coming to talk to them, mentor them, and after that they get an opportunity to exhibit their products, and we assist them with so many things, run competitions where they win money, where they win different things that are going to help them in their businesses. It was supposed to be in July, but we moved it to September because of there was a very bad weather in Durban at the end of July. So we have to make sure that September sits so that more entrepreneurs are developed, are assisted to do even better in their businesses. Already we have success stories from the previous one. We need more on this one. It's going to be at KwaMashu.
Okay, and how do we get involved if we want to come through to the business fair? Do we just go?
They must go into our website and go into our Icebolethu Foundation page. All the details are there.
All right. Now, we were just in the news at 9 o'clock talking about how The Polygamist has done well streaming-wise, over 24 million or something, like crazy numbers that this South African production has gotten. And of course, the main man, Jonasi, got buried by Icebolethu. And I thought that was so iconic. I know Gugu Gumete, who's the face of the brand as well, is so beautiful. What has that done? Because, I mean, now Icebolethu is known in Paris, in Brazil, everywhere.
Yeah, God has been very good to us as a brand, Icebolethu. He's opened opportunities, afforded us great opportunities, actually, because we've done a lot of funerals in these soapies, but this one was different. This one was different, and it really helped us because remember, we are an international brand. We are in the United Kingdom, and we always repatriate people globally. Wow. Globally, right? A week ago. Last weekend, we were burying the Mapogopogo in East London because we have a branch in East London.
He was in France. He was in France
because we are repatriation specialists. That's what we do best. Even our Babu Nati Mtetwa, we brought him back from France as well. We did the service. And then we are known in France. We are known in all these countries. So the Polygamist just came and added on that and endorsed us as a global player. And we are really grateful about it. And really, if Icebolethu can bury Jonas when ubani, you need to be buried by Icebolethu because Icebolethu can bury Jonas.
Jonas of all people. And lastly, I mean, you are so successful. You've done so amazingly well. It's beautiful to watch your growth and what you do for others. What is your advice for someone listening now going, maybe Mcoyi is just blessed. Some of us, nothing.
Abanye bazibethi want to pray your God. No, we pray the same God, but it's about planning and knowing what you want to do. I just want to say to people, honestly, don't wait for the perfect time. This is the time to start your business. This is the time to research what does the world need. And the world is changing. AI is here. Robots are here. I went to another company in America where they make caskets with robots. It was shocking. Wow. And it works for them because they don't go on leave, they don't go on maternity leave, or they don't get sick. Yeah. They're always at work. But I just want to say, especially to the youth, you love social media, you love sitting. Don't use that data for wrong things. Use that data to check what the world needs, what business opportunities are there. And once you establish yours, get help, get a mentor, get someone to sit with you and help you build a business plan of whatever you would want to do, because you can't just start a business without a plan. You need to know with this business, this is the plan for it to work. And with a proper business plan, definitely they'll do well. And don't rely on just funding. Just try and fund the business yourself. If you don't have capital, work, get experience, and have capital to start your business so that you don't choke it.
There we go, so that you don't choke it. The Queen has spoken. Dr. Nomfundo Mcoyi-Zondo, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. Happy Women's Month.
Thank you. Happy Women's Month to you too.
And thank you so much for being in this chair with us this morning.
Thank you.
For all the details, friends, Icebolethu is where you can get everything. And of course, there's still opportunities for employment if you are looking on the website as well.
Carol O'Forey, weekdays 9 a.m. till 12, East Coast Radio.